is not the video that we wanted to have this week for you guys. We took last week off because we didn't have parts and we were still working on this Cadillac. But this week's video was supposed to be this Suzuki T500 and a video of us riding it. Well, that didn't happen. We're still waiting on a swing arm. It was supposed to be here last Saturday. It's now a week late. Still haven't seen it. No idea where it is.
Yeah, the tracking info on USPS just says that it's in transit for the next facility and arriving late. I don't know what that means.
So we're just basically shooting, or this video is what we've pretty much been working on. We still haven't got this fully 100% done. There's a few more issues that we had to sort through and we're still working on some of those, but it's coming along. So we just decided to just give you the video and footage that we had this week. Mainly because we were trying to be consistent with YouTube and we already missed last week and we didn't want to miss this week 2 weeks in a row. It is what it is. It's hard to produce content in the middle of also working on customer stuff and then waiting on parts on our stuff at night. Maybe one day that'll change, but for now, it is what it is. There are two other things. What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Okay. So there are two other things that we've got going on. Our first one is the Resurrected show. It will be October the 19th, 2024 at the Jefferson Civic Center. It's more than 6 months away, so all you guys have time to prepare and build a vehicle to come to our show. We have all sorts of different categories in that. We'll have handmade trophies. There's more info, resurrectedgarage.com/car show if you want to check that out. But we'd love to have some of our YouTube community show up for that. The other thing, we have an online shirt store right now. We're really bad advertisers because
neither of us are
wearing the shirt. But I did bring one out here. It is more motorcycle centered. It's got our name on the back and then motorcycle wheel and tire. Buy, sell, trade, save, which is what we do. And then the front has a little icon on there. We have a women's tank, a t-shirt, and a hoodie. Both the t-shirt and the hoodie have the big design on the back. The women's tank top will have the design on the front. You can find that at resurrectedgarage.com/shop. And then from there, it'll take you to our local guys fit to a T, their link, and you can do all your ordering on that site. They handle that side of the thing. It will end March 31st, so if you want a shirt, order it. And then if you're local, we will pick those up and then we can distribute those however, or you can come to the shop and pick one up. But that's all the announcements or anything that I have. Do you have anything?
This unit is for sale if anyone wants it. In any state of completion. It currently runs and drives, will go on a trailer. The motor mount's fixed. All of the accessories are 90% fixed. It's a couple small things I still got to do, but this one's for sale if anyone wants it. And we'll be posting it on Facebook Marketplace eventually when I'm done with it. But if anyone's interested in it, shoot me a message. I will sell it now or later. I don't care.
We have some things that we need to build. We have my International. We picked up a 4-link kit for it, so we need some money to roll into that project to finish it up. We've got our Hearst project. We really want to get that rolling again.
I want to take that one to Rod Run.
That is
we have less than 2 months.
Yeah, that is our big goal. So by selling this, there's also the Pacer. If there is anybody interested in that, that can be gone. Yeah. So I think that's it for now. Enjoy the enjoy the struggle video. And then,
or if you really like Cadillacs, enjoy watching us build a car from parts and pieces, because this was a parts car that we took apart and then we put it back together.
So do you want to talk about the problems that need to be addressed?
Well, there's a transmission cooler line that is split. Somebody's got some pieces of rubber in there and one of them is split. It's making this mess as we pull in. The transmission crossover is not installed. It's missing several of its bolts. The throttle rod that goes to the trans is not here, so we gotta find one of those. The nuts aren't on the motor mounts. I got rid of the old exhaust because it was all rusted out. I'm de-briaring the bottom of the car.
It was trying to become one with nature out there.
Oh, and we're missing the rear brake hoses. I was gonna come back here and see how everything looked. And there's no hoses screwed into the wheel cylinders. There doesn't appear to be any lines like running. I've got lines to here, but somewhere between there and up there where they go, it's cut or missing or something. Because the little deal right here that holds the hard line.
Oops, let me.
Oh, no, there it is. Oh, it's broke. Okay, yeah, we need to replumb the hard lines. Got it.
I guess while the car is on the lift, I can show the underside and any bad spots, just in case anybody is interested when they purchase the car.
It's actually pretty solid. The floors are pretty good. There's 2 spots in the floor that need to be fixed, but it's pretty good. Up here, there is a spot here, which in the grand scheme of things is not that bad. Your car was all rusted out here. We had to put this whole section in. We put a couple sections in back here. This floor pan is pretty good, except for same spot, this corner. Which, I mean, for a cruiser, it really doesn't matter. If you were going to build a show car, yeah, but if you're just going to have a cool cruiser, who cares?
But yeah, as you can see, there is no...
Here, the floors are there. The floors are solid. Yeah. It's just got those 2 spots.
All this stuff is like coating that they put on there. So you can kind of see that.
Yeah, it's still got its undercoating.
Yeah, most of it's still there. These cars have a, what's called an X-frame.
Yeah. Alright, I need a couple of big 3/8 transcoats in the parts store. The Jeep wheels fit nice with spacers, and as you can see, this is an off-road Cadillac.
Jeep, Dodge, Cadillac. No brand loyalty there.
No, it's trying to self-identify as many things. This fender is bad. I don't know what happened, but that Bondo that came out up there and made the rust holes bad, and this whole corner's Bondo. The rest of this fender's pretty, the rest of the car is pretty good, but this fender, this car needs a fender. Your car had a bunch of rust here too.
Yeah.
We fiberglassed all that. I need to go see if I can get brake pads.
There's a spot right there.
There again, your car was worse here.
Yeah, mine had a big hole somewhere out in here.
The bottoms of the fenders on yours are gone. Of course, I bet this one's got Bondo in it already too. No, it don't either. Well, yeah, I guess it does. It don't sound as rough as the other side, but it don't sound metallic. So I guess the car needs front fenders.
The chrome is also okay on this one too.
It's decent. It's rusted in the corners, but so is yours.
Yeah.
So is every other one of these cars with that. No, she's not. Don't tear the plug cord. Come on, baby. It'll fit out the bottom. I'm completely okay with that.
At the flange? It broke up at the flange? Yeah, cool, baby.
Yeah, this one is no bueno.
It sucks because everything else is about as good.
Yeah. But I have another one, and we're going to put some kind of exhaust on this thing. This is not some kind of exhaust, so.
Zoomies.
We're
Also good.
cut this off so we can weld a piece of pipe to it. We already broke the other manifold, like trying to fix it, so I ain't taking the bolts out of this one. Beautiful. It's not exactly round, but it is a clean cut. I see that.
You want to say anything about it?
Yeah, that's why the top was all smashed into it.
Oh, that engine that they come off of has been dropped 2 or 3 times. That's probably why.
Okay.
Power steering? Oh.
It was.
No, we got to have the power steering. Let me see.
Make it work.
Hey, I'll fix that. We'll bend it back up and I'll put this back on and just weld it.
It's terrible. Poor thing. Too bad we can't get another one of these.
There it is.
Alright, we're good.
This is not something that you want to do when the motor isn't on stand, for obvious reasons.
Well, you have the ones off your car after it's installed, but it is much easier to just put those on before you put the motor in. The socket will keep it from collapsing. And I'm gonna try to get in here and I can get it back semi-round. Now I need to take and hammer that back down. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably a better way to do this, but I don't care. If I can get this lip just bent just a little bit right here. I think that was the part that was grabbing it. It ain't pretty, but it goes on, it holds, and it comes off. That will work. You believe this? That was tough to weld.
It's hard to weld thin stuff.
Especially thin stuff that's like rusty and been beat on.
Yeah, that too.
Alright, I have some JV weld. So we'll smear JV weld around it and that'll work. Well, I got the water pump, I don't know if I filmed it or not. I got the water pump flange pressed back a little bit more. The water pump's probably gonna leak, but for now it's fine. And I got this repaired. It's welded and then JB welded because I'm sure there's some pinholes in that weld because it was not good. So I got some new bolts for the fan. I'm gonna put this fan and spacer on. And then we're gonna put the radiator in. We're hoping to have a car that we can like test drive down the road today. I'm happy with the water pump pulley alignment, but I'm not happy with where the power steering pump sits, but I don't know that there's anything I can do about it. Alright. I blew my power steering hose out. It had a dirt dauber nest in it. We're going to install that. I remember changing this line on your car and it being extremely aggravating. So, I don't have a key switch for this car, but I got one for, I think a C10. I don't know what this is for. So what I'm going to do is, it's labeled in here. I'm going to unpin this, and I'm going to spade it to the back of this switch, and then we'll have a key switch. This is what I did in Brittany's 62, and this is a pretty common thing. These switches for these cars are stupid expensive, and this works. So this does not sit in the dash far enough for the threads to catch, so I'm going to take a little grinder and cut the locating tabs back just a hair. I'm going to leave one of them just slightly longer so it can catch and locate it, because this one has a flat spot and my dash hole doesn't. Here, cut it right off, and do that 2 more times. Here, so I can find some light. Now, this should, that's the longer one on the bottom. I think that will go in far enough now. That makes it crooked. That makes it crooked. So that is the one that needs to be there. I think the other two actually need to be cut off just a touch more. Alright. So the big red wire is battery. Then purple goes to the starter solenoid, which is this pin, and then yellow is accessory. Then the ignition on is over here. Sure those are all plugged in good. Alright, it doesn't fit exactly tight because I ground a little too much off, but that'll be alright.
found the wires that had been cut under here that go to the everything for the ignition switch. I connected some new ones, ran them outside. I'll show you all that real quick. Got the wires coming out there. The green one goes down to the starter. The other one comes up here, follows this all the way to the battery. Got my cable hooked all the way to the battery. It's crimped onto that one. So let's see if we have juice and everything works. Alright, I have a key switch now. Our fuel gauge goes all the way up when we turn the key on. Oop, the starter works. And we run. And we shut off. Beautiful. Let's see what else in this unit works. I haven't tried the windows or anything. Okay, so that needs work. Passenger side. Ooh! Okay, so that needs work. The back one. Perfect, so it goes down and won't go up. So all the windows need work. That one has power but doesn't actually work. Turn signals. They blink, but I don't see anything up there. I hear them. Ooh, the radio pops. Let's see. The only AM station we have around here is 1270, so we'll let that warm up a minute and see if it plays. Lights. Oh, I get headlights. See them up there. I don't appear to have dash lights. Oh, I got the interior lights. Tail lights. Walk back there and see if we got tail lights. Yep. We've got our tail lights. Let's check those turn signals again. Oh yeah, we have turn signals. Alright, I ain't gonna check the other side. Trust that it works. Horn? Well, I guess it doesn't have a horn, it's got a horn relay. Hear it popping. Let me see. We don't have an antenna wire. The radio would work. I hear it making noises. No, we'll try that again once we get it outside. Does our blower fan work? No. What about whether that's useful. The windshield wipers, I know don't work because we don't have a wiper motor. So most of the stuff in this car at least makes an effort to work. I've not ever had one of these clocks work. Oh, I saw the second hand move. Come on. Wake up, little clock. I'm gonna pull the drain plug out of this gas tank, which is a feature that all gas tanks should have, but most don't. Because there's a big dent in this tank, and I want to see, one, if there's any gas in it to know if it leaks or not, and two, if there is any gas in it, it's old and it needs to not be here. Oh, that wasn't even tight. Usually these are like uber tight. Don't think there's anything in here because usually they're leaking by now. Nope. Well, there's a few drops. Smells varnishy. Alright, so all that we're going to be able to do here is put gas in it and give her a shot. I do have an extra tank for a 62. Got it from the guy we got that engine from. The trans fluid leak is these pieces of rubber hose right here. So we're gonna replace them if I can remove them. I hate these kind of clamps. But to get a socket and something to remove it with, I guess. Is that flathead that you're gonna do? I hope I've got enough clamps to do this. There's one. Yeah, there it is. I believe that's cut. Or not. Now it is. I have to get someone and cut these hoses. There's one. There's the other one. Beautiful.
On from the transmission lines. Got those fixed and sorted. Now we move back here to fix the brake hoses. Replace those with new ones. Is there anything else?
Well, not really replacing them. They weren't here.
Oh. Replacing the imaginary ones with actual ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it had Bluetooth brake hoses.
Well, things have escalated quickly. Where did we get on the brakes?
I got the brake hoses on, and I was going to put the fuel pump on, and then I realized that this line is all split going up on top of this tank. So I'm taking the tank out, and this clamp wouldn't come off, so I had to cut it.
This was a lot more than we had actually anticipated doing,
Yes.
but we're just gonna do it, get it done and over with, so we don't have to worry about it later.
I keep seeing wisps of smoke, which concerns me because I just cut that clamp with a grinder right next to this gas tank, and I know that if the gas tank was on fire, it would have exploded. But I still don't like the wisps of smoke I keep seeing.
It's coming from... I don't actually know where it's coming from.
Yeah, that was my thing too. There's a wire hooked to this somewhere, and I'm gonna need you to like help me unhook it probably. Oh.
Whoa!
You're gonna have to put that GoPro down and grab the front of this gas tank. This gas tank may not be good. Grab the bag and hold the bag up. I gotta work this end out of this hose, and then I can unhook the wire. This does not want to come off.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm sure it's. I don't know why it's so heavy. Don't put that gas tank's any good.
Why? Because you think it just dried in
I
here?
think it's. Yeah, I think it's full of varnish. I don't know how to. Go get the transmission jack. You have got to stop putting tools away when you're in the middle of a job. You never know what we're gonna need. Just start jacking that thing up. It's gonna take you 5 minutes to jack it up. It's gonna take a minute. Go. You're not good at that.
Why does that keep slipping off?
You guys follow me. At least we averted that disaster. Yeah, I feel like this tank is like half full, but it's the drain plug's plugged up.
Yeah.
It almost makes me want to open the drain plug again and poke it.
Look at that. It's live.
So I took a doodler, a pick, and doodled the hole out, and there is.
Nastiness.
That is gross.
It's like an amber kind of color.
Yeah. I think the Jeep will burn that.
I don't know.
We pour all of our old crusty gas in our Jeep Cherokee.
Poor thing.
I've poured like 30-year-old gas in that thing. It's currently running on nothing but old gas I drained out of customers' cars. It was like, we needed to clean the fuel system. I paint strain it and put it in there. Doesn't care. But this right here is the wrong, like, completely the wrong color.
This is the Jeep that we like hit the cow in. There is a video of that one. So if you're curious, that's the Jeep.
So the good news is, where I thought the tank might leak, definitely doesn't. Walk away from that for a minute. Well, this is the piece of line I was trying to replace. This is the part that I could see that looked sketchy. And then I pulled it off the top of the tank and it's got that. So we've definitely had fuel delivery issues. Being on the suction side, it would not have worked. Wouldn't have worked on the pressure side either, but
I do need the clamps because I don't have any more. Alright, we're going back in with the tank. I got this piece of line that's going to go all the way to my electric pump over here. And I moved it back over here. This line was exiting over here, and it was run under where it touches the body. So it was
rubbing on it.
It was rubbing and pinched. And the wire for the gauge was also pinched. So, needless to say, this thing had some issues. And this is flipped the wrong way. This is supposed to be up here.
Oh yeah, you can
Which
see there's a little holder up there.
Yeah.
For it too.
This is broke, but the nipple's right here for it. So we're gonna fix that at some point. For right now, I'm gonna do that. So it can be kind of halfway where it's supposed to be. Beautiful. There's that one. The other one, I seem to have lost the hook.
There's a hook right there.
That's what I'm I also don't have the nut. I was figuring it probably fell on the floor too, so I didn't see it. There it is. And so I'm a whole lot less worried about this tank leaking since it like had gas in it.
And a lot of it.
Yeah, but 3 gallons. Where did my impact go? There it is. Good enough. The radiator is going in.
Oh, well, we dropped the car. We should probably talk about that.
Yeah, we did drop the car. I got the fuel pump and all the lines installed, the tank's back in. I think we videoed some of that.
We tried to save you guys from just the like boredom basic whatever.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put the radiator in and hook all the hoses up. We're gonna put power steering fluid in it and see how bad that system leaks.
This car has followed us a like good bit more than some of the other cars, but hopefully when it's all said and done, it'll be a good car for somebody. This is not one of our keep cars. It needs to find itself a new home.
Yeah, this car is for sale if anyone wants it.
It's very rare for us to have a 2-door, and this is a 2-door. Most of the time, everything that we pick up is 4 doors.
Yep. I like my 4 doors.
Unless it's an imported 2-door. We have had like a few of those, but
I don't have the little things that hold this in, I don't think. Go look in the trunk. Now I guess I'll make some. I found the trunk latch.
oh, well, look, the
Why
gift that
was
keeps
the-
on giving.
I've looked all over this car for this thing.
Well, that's good. We can fix that.
Yeah, we can make the trunk stay closed. We need this to go up front. Oh, hold on. There's one of those.
Probably helps to get a flashlight on.
Probably. There's the other one. Got 'em. This has been one of those cars that everything that we've needed has been here. For the most part. Like, normally that doesn't happen, but most of the parts for this one are here. Except for the no motor and trans. Beautiful. And beautiful. I don't have the bolts. I wonder if the bolts are back there. I also don't think this radiator hose I have is correct. I don't think your camera's recording what I'm doing. It's recording, but it's not recording what I'm doing.
Yeah, it is. It even got you doing that too.
Recording me dropping my tool.
Yeah, you're doing great at it.
There's that. I don't think that this is. I think this is a lower hose. Yeah, this is a lower hose. We have 2 lower hoses and no upper hose.
Okay.
After a few minutes of struggling with this lower piece, finally got it in there.
And I'm aware that you're supposed to put the bottom piece in first. But with that not coming out and the way I had to weasel the top piece in, that wasn't happening. All this stuff is bent also. It's not like I got good parts to work with.
After all, this was a parts car for my car.
Yeah. But it was too good for a parts car.
There's 2 things we want to make sure that are fixed. First is the power steering leak.
Well, not leak. It didn't have a power steering pump or lines.
Yeah, and that the transmission doesn't leak. And what was the other thing we were going to check? Or was that it?
Mainly just that. Now I don't have an upper radiator hose or a temp sensor. So I'm a little stuck. Disregard my repaired power steering pump. Everything's out of the fan, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Power steering works. It's still got air in the system, but it works. The key switch works. The window. I went through everything in the car the other day on the camera.
Oh, headlights work.
Yeah. I went, the taillights and everything works back there too.
Oh.
I'm pretty happy with that. I need to hook the vacuum line up for the brake booster because it's not hooked up.
I also need to put that piece back on the steering column.
Yep.
And I've still got to clean the rest of this side. Our pressure washer is dead, and then our hose sprayer died midway through working on this, so that's why it's half clean.
The pressure washer didn't die, it froze and busted.
R.I.P.
So our video this time is not what we wanted to do because we wanted to finish this, but I got all the control cables are here, and I ordered a swing arm for the back instead of sloppy fixing that one. And it's not here yet. It's supposed to be here Monday. This is Saturday. It says it's delayed. I'll put a screenshot of the tracking info in the corner here, somewhere. I don't know where. Somewhere.
That's also, we don't know where that is either. No
Yeah,
idea.
we don't know where that is either. So, anyway, all I've really done this week, besides customer work, is tinker with this thing.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and we will see you on the next one.
Thank you guys.
See ya.